Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday, June 2nd, 2025. We got markets in the red a little bit. Dow futures down 116, NASDAQ futures down 91, S&P futures down 17, VIX at 19.49, up just under 5%. First day of trading in June. Coinbase in the green, Boeing, Baba Baidu in the green, AMD slightly in the green, everything else in the red. Be trading the Mighty 90 strategy, the continuation runner, and the volume runner today. If you're new, those courses are found in the day trading course, in the day trading channel. I'm sorry, the day trading courses, and that's found in WAP. If you're not familiar with those courses, 1DTE. I'm gonna give it just a bit, just to make sure. There was a little bit of tariff talk over the weekend, so I'm gonna give it just a minute, or I'm gonna give it a little bit here to see what happens. The open, make sure it doesn't just have a big move right out of the gates. The futures have been pretty choppy, so wouldn't think so, but morning, everyone. Amazon pushing up here. And there is the bell. Not much movement here, so I'm going to go ahead and look at my 1DTE. A lot of stocks going green. Man, finally got filled on my one DTE. All right, got that OCO order in. A little bit of a push up here. So nice push up in a lot of stocks. Getting our second bar here now. All right, we're looking for some big volume now. SMCI getting some growing volume. So looks like SMCI will get a big volume bar. NASDAQ pushing up. Yeah, MSTR along with SMCI, strong. NASDAQ has gone green. Look for a little pullback, MSTR to Friday's high or a pullback in SMCI. So two choices here, SMCI or MSTR. Let's see, MSTR, I would trade the 375 calls. Gonna go ahead and jump in here. Filled at 805. SMCI pulling back just a little bit. So if you want to get in SMCI, now would probably be a good time to get in here. It's coming down a little bit. I'm going to refrain since I chose MSTR. Wow, Coinbase really had a reversal. Now down through lows. Yeah, SMCI would have been the better choice there so far. I like a stock that moves a little more. Like it's such a really tight range with SMCI, so like it looks better, but doesn't necessarily mean your profits are going to be better. And it's going up in 2/10 increments. So those are just things you got to look at. A little smaller count might be, choose an SMCI instead of MSTR. A little bigger account might choose MSTR. I've got an order at 885 to close half of my MSTR. Tesla pulling back to Friday's low. I can't. Oh, yeah. If Tesla comes back down to yesterday's low there and holds, it may get long. But I'm going to wait and see. There, just held right there. Give it a couple minutes on this bar. See if it wants to hold right there. It bounced off at once. Still holding. They're a dip below Friday's low, so not going to get in it now. SMCI coming down now. MSTR's right at my exit point. the bottom of that green bar. See if it can hold there. Apple holding up pretty good, not really moving on this down move. What else is holding up? Microsoft, another one that's holding up. Yeah, SMCI coming down. Microsoft really holding well. Microsoft, I would trade the 462.5 calls for an upside continuation runner. It's really holding up well in this down move. The S&P's come back down to where it opened. I want to get in a better entry here though. Doesn't look like it wants to give me an entry. Come on, come down a little bit. All right, I jumped in anyway. So it'll probably come down and give you all a better entry. Filled at 355 on the 462.5 calls. Yes, you can definitely get a better fill than I got. Oh, down move there in the S&P. MSTR holding up. S&P through lows of day. Yeah, I could have got a better fill. So pretty good drop here in S&P now. Not sure what manufacturing PMI looks like came out on Financial Juice. So if Microsoft breaks down below where it had already bounced once, I will exit. Otherwise, I will stick it out. But yeah, pretty good little turnaround in the S&P here. About a 37, about a 30-point move here in the last 13 minutes. Straight down. MSTR holding up. Microsoft holding up. A lot of juice pumped into the 1 DTE premiums. I was up about 10% in my 1 DTE. S&P futures getting a big red bar. All right, need to see a bounce here. All indices in the red. Steve's in. Same too, where I'm in. It's just too bad I didn't get a better fill in Microsoft. I do have an order at 390 to get out of half. It's going to have to get through highs of day to hit that, unfortunately. MSTR, not bouncing yet. SMCI coming down. That's MSTR coming down about to where my exit would be. I'm going to hold it for now. All right, so MSTR coming down. How much time we got left on this bar? 30 seconds. I'm going to close. Filled at 720. So out of MSTR. S&P coming down to lows of day through lows. Microsoft holding well. A little bit of a flush going on here. I wondered if that would happen today with the talk of tariffs over the weekend. Yeah, it looks like it's really coming down now. Oh boy. This may be a 1 DTE stopper if it continues like this. Yep, Microsoft just can't overcome the pull of the market. Can it? Can it pop back up? Nope. Closed Microsoft at 280. So got caught in a flush. Yeah, I wondered if this was going to happen today. That's why I said I wanted to wait on my 1 DTE, but then it everything popped up out of the gates. So I thought, okay, well, I guess maybe we're going to be okay today. And then 2 green bars, and since then, about 50 points down. And Microsoft popping right back up. A lot of juice pumped in. MSTR flipped right back too. So Microsoft, no, it's below its little consolidation. So probably a good exit. I can always re-enter Microsoft. If it finishes above the consolidation there, I might re-enter. Let's see where it finishes. Wow, what a bounce back by MSTR. Wild. No, Microsoft finished below that consolidation. As far as TLC goes, I would say, this is it's still in its one push, and that's down. Let's see if it can hold there. Yeah, good out in Microsoft. She's a coming down. Yeah, AMD is holding well. If you think AMD's got room to the upside, that might be one to get long. Yeah, MSTR with a nice little reversal there. Gosh darn it. And that's just tough price action. It came down quite a ways. Microsoft really falling now. The old 1DTE, even if it was dead centered, it would be it'd be down with the juice that's been pumped in it. MSTR approaching highs of day. Yeah, you little sucker. Yeah, AMD right up at highs of day. Nice little snapback by the S&P. I'm sure that is helping out my 1 DTE. MSTR through highs of day. Nice job, Damien. Yeah, sometimes it's good to get lucky. Microsoft popping up above that consolidation, or right at the bottom of that consolidation. Try to get back in some Microsoft here. Same 462.5 calls. Filled at 310. So again, if it breaks down through that consolidation, I would exit. I get out a half at 350. All right, well, it's right at the bottom of it, so it's not what I wanted to see it do. I'll give it a couple minutes here. You know, this bar could turn around real quick, so I'll give this bar and see where it's at the end of this bar. Yeah, MSTR all the way back down. Wow. It's pretty choppy price movement with MSTR there. Up, down, up, down. All right, now it's time to start moving up, finish above the consolidation, Microsoft. And it's going against me, but I got to give it at least one bar here. It's trying to finish above it. AMD trying to get up to highs of day. There's not a lot of theta decay in that one DTE yet. There was initially, and then a bunch of juice got pumped in it. So far, so good here with Microsoft. All right, can we get a push up out of Microsoft here? I mean, it finished above where I wanted it to finish, but we'll see if this market wants to get weak again. It's still pretty weak here. S&P down 32, NASDAQ down 69. MSTR all the way back down. Wow. Tough to play MSTR today. One DTE could use a little bit of up move. Come on, Microsoft. Get with the program. Yeah, AMD couldn't quite push through highs. It got right up there, and now it's come down. Microsoft is right in my exit. It's trying to hold on. We had definitely had our first push down. Now let's see if we're starting to make a push up. Our second push here for TLC. I mean, maybe it'll just consolidate right there, and maybe won't have that second push. All right, S&P trying to give us a second push now. Pretty choppy since that push down with a lot of these stocks. Actually, some of these stocks have just been pushy all day, all morning. Microsoft's sitting about right where I entered. I'm sure at some point today, this morning, I'll be doing a TLC. Right now, I want to see Microsoft push up to highs of day. Just hasn't been able to get up there. Yeah. Just can't get going. Well, the S&P is still going up, so same with the NASDAQ. Definitely helping the old 1DTE. Yeah, 1DT up 13% now. There pops Microsoft. There popped a lot of things. Ah, come on. Did not hit my profit target. So based on price movement, I would definitely say we're on our second push now for the TLC. So we'll have to just see how far this pushes before it starts to consolidate. Man, Microsoft's really just been a bunch of chop. S&P and NASDAQ still acting like they want to go up. But if Microsoft, yeah, it's struggling a bit. I may just cut it. If you want to hold it, you know, you can continue to hold, but question is at what point is it going to break out of this chop? Is it going to break out to the upside or is it going to reverse? Well, right now, S&P and NASDAQ still look like they want to go up. So I guess as long as they're still going up, I'll hold it. Microsoft just can't get going though with this push up. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close it. Dang it. Filled at 305. So it just couldn't go. I mean, it still might. So you may want to hold it, but I'm going to go ahead and jump off and start focusing on TLC. No consolidation yet, so it may be a bit. You know, is S&P going to continue to push up, or are we're going to consolidate here? So that's what I'll be looking for. So I'll see everybody during Power Hour. Have a good one. Peace.